Can-Am Rising StrongStyle is brought to you by Silver Tee Golf Course with heated stalls, covered grass hitting area, short game practice area, and of course 18-hole miniature golf featuring the big pink elephant. It's fun for the whole family. Cartoon Kingdom, from toys to t-shirts, collectibles to mugs, and comics and action figures. Some things you never want to outgrow. The Game MD. Whether it's old or new, we specialize in all consoles. Buy, sell, or trade, we fill your prescription of video game fun. The Stumble Inn. You'll enjoy our 16 beers on tap, delicious daily menu, and fun entertainment. Every day, I'm stumbling.
And welcome back to Can-Am Rising StrongStyle. I am your host, the voice of Rising, Steve Sorensen, joined by my colleague, the voice of Reason, Jacob Elwood.
The man they don't pay to see, but probably should. What can I say?
Well, I definitely pay to see you gone.
Oh.
And we have a great contest tonight. The two young upstarts, Abe Action Jackson and Aiden Prince, taking on John E. Bravo and his newest little minion, Bry Sullivan.
Little? How can you look at this man and call him little? This man is stacked. This man dwarfs not only Johnny Bravo, he dwarfs the other two guys combined in this ring. This is going to be a squash match.
I was going for irony. Do we not have a bit of a hipster audience?
Maybe a little, but they're too cool for that reference. Now, as you'll remember watching StrongStyle before, this is revenge right here. This is fallout from the last Can-Am Rising show where Johnny Bravo just took apart Aiden Prince's face. Aiden Prince now wanting some revenge for that.
Absolutely. Johnny Bravo was a little more vicious than even we realized he could be. Destroying Aiden Prince's face, he cracked the orbital bone and shattered Aiden Prince's nose. It took 2 surgeries and 16 weeks of rehab to heal it up.
I'm amazed Aiden Prince is showing as much restraint against Johnny Bravo as he is. I mean, how much, like you said, weeks out of this guy's career have been taken away. This short career has probably been shortened a couple years by Johnny Bravo. How much money, how many bookings did Aiden Prince lose because of Johnny Bravo here? And Johnny Bravo's looking to make it some more.
The crowd already right behind Aiden Prince. Well, Aiden Prince has been taught a lot of focus by his senseis and his mentors. He actually spent a lot of time training under the tutelage of different New Japan Pro Wrestling stars in the last 6 months. So Aiden Prince, he's definitely learned how to focus that rage in order to get the victory. He's not going to let a little thing like a broken nose and a cracked orbital bone stand between him and the pay window. And Prince showing off some of that speed and athleticism quickly into a body slam.
And you see he's being very methodical with Johnny Bravo right now. He's doing the quick strikes, he's doing the quick moves, and he's doing the submission holds. He's not going to get into a striking match with Johnny Bravo again because he's just not going to win that.
Not at this point in his career, but every match he gets a little bit better, a little bit smarter, and a little bit stronger. You can see Aiden Prince, he had that textbook fist drop earlier. A lot of Ted DiBiase in this young man. Bravo cuts him off with the hair. You're going for every shortcut that he knows, and Prince will just not stay down.
He's got a lot of fire. Look, he gets up. Now he's giving a few shots of his own. A little bit of a receipt here.
Looks like that control seems to be breaking rather quick, and a nice back elbow from Aiden Prince. Back to the arm. Again, Prince spent a lot of time under the Japanese superstars learning the craft. He's doing everything he can to improve himself in every way, and a quick forearm. He realized he was in a bad part of town.
But that's what you don't do. You do not turn your back on Johnny Bravo. Oh, but it seems to be working out for him here. Now he's fighting off both guys. He's got to get himself out of this corner here, though.
Prince with a quick sunset flip. And now Bry. Oh, and they cut him off. Bry was trying to keep Bravo's hands in the corner.
And look at that great teamwork by both sides there. Bravo and Bry just working together, keeping Prince in the corner. Abe Action Jackson in there to save it. A big drop kick by Aiden Prince.
Aiden Prince showing a little bit more fire than even Bravo was expecting.
I think Bravo and Bry are both surprised. They thought they were going to make quick work of these two tonight, and it's not going to happen here.
Now Bravo sees a lot of himself in a young, lawless Bry Sullivan. He sees that mean streak, that nastiness that you've got to have to be the victor here, and he sees all of that and then some in Bry Sullivan. Aiden Prince not letting Bravo get even an ounce of rest, and Bry Sullivan cuts him off.
And there
somebody in the second row catch Aiden Prince's head.
And there is the intelligence of Johnny Bravo. Lured him into that big clothesline in the corner by lawless Bry Sullivan.
Prince landing right on the crown of his head. I'm surprised he's even up on one knee right now.
And now they're going to go to work in the corner. Now they're going to pick this kid apart, stomping away at him. Let's see what kind of a beating Aiden Prince is going to take here tonight.
The Vultures are definitely going to have their way with Aiden Prince if he cannot fight his way out of that corner.
That's right, that's how I do it, KM style, baby.
Bit of a flashback from last time, those strikes. And now a big knee to the chest. And another one by Bry Sullivan on Aiden Prince.
You've got to get out of that corner, kid, or you are not going to survive long. Bry in full control here. Oh, and a vicious knife edge chop. Lines him up, and another one. Aiden Prince has got to get out of that corner or he will not last long.
He's got to get the tag. We haven't even seen Abe Action Jackson in this match yet. They're trying to finish him up before he can even get in there. And there's the quick tag. Action Jackson in now.
Action Jackson, he has some great strikes in his repertoire. As you can see, quick hands, quick feet, and a lot of power to go with them. Bry trying to get some sort of offense going, just doesn't seem able to get control until that shoulder tackle. That is exactly how Bry Sullivan has got to work this game.
Well, I think Bry Sullivan realized he had to aim about 6 inches lower because the first 8 are about all hair.
And now a double team from Aiden Prince and Abraham Action Jackson. Bry Sullivan taking them both down.
Sullivan just cutting through the two of them like a hot knife through butter here. And now Bry Sullivan, Johnny Bravo in control once again.
And we'll take you back to 2013 now that that 1982 references came out from Jacob Elwood here. Double leapfrog and a double drop kick. Look at the young guns fly. Could be time for these two to really fly. Little too smart there. They saw their opponents getting out of the way. They are not just going to go for broke.
Almost looked like the ropes were a little too much for those two there.
As much speed and athleticism that these two have, they're not stupid. They are not just going to fly off the handle and try anything just for the hell of it. They are going to use every ounce of energy that they have in the best way possible because they know they are not going to be able to take these two out if they make any mistakes.
Yeah, but the more they give these guys a chance to be on the outside, the more they have a chance to rest and build up that power again to knock these two back in the next Tuesday. Or 1982, as you so politely said before.
Doc Brown called. He wants the DeLorean back. And a nice drop toe hold from Aiden Prince.
It's a fine automobile. You liked it last week.
And again, being smart about this, going for double teams here. A drop toe hold from Prince and an elbow drop from Abraham Action Jackson. And now, an excellent flapjack suplex. Not enough to keep the big man down.
And that's some of the teamwork we can expect out of Action Jackson and Aiden Prince. These guys train together all the time. They work together a lot. And now they're both working on Johnny Bravo.
And now Bravo pitched to the outside. Oh, this could be something here, folks. They could be setting up. And a double dive to the outside.
Second time's the charm as Bravo and Sullivan on the receiving end of that one.
And as you can see here, both men flying high over the top rope, taking their opponents off guard. Now, if they can drag one of those lifeless bodies into the ring, they could pick up the victory here, Jacob.
Well, you know, I did that once. To be fair, there was a bar on the other side. And there was a trampoline.
You mean you flew that high, that far one time, Jacob?
I'm as surprised as you are. Gravity must have been slow that day.
Back to the action in the ring. Jackson using that extra.
Oh, I don't think so.
Cut off from Bryce Sullivan and a deadlift spinning suplex.
And there is the power of Lawless Bryce Sullivan.
Jackson was fully in control, had him exactly where he wanted, and Bryce Sullivan just stopped him dead in his tracks. You can see the torque from that tornado back suplex. And now Bryce Sullivan goes to work. Abraham Action Jackson is in big trouble now. A fresh Johnny Bravo is in the ring. And here come those forearms across the jaw again. These are becoming a trademark for Johnny Bravo.
I think we're going to find out exactly what color dark brown and crimson red are going to make together.
And Bravo, oh, the curb stomp. Another staple of the Johnny Bravo repertoire. This is not looking good for Action Jackson.
Oh! Vicious.
A snap power slam. Bravo has found a number of vicious moves over the years that you just do not want to take. I can tell you, I've been on the receiving end of a lot of these moves in training with Johnny Bravo, and not one of them feels good.
And this is the advantage that Bravo and Sullivan have. Bravo is a trainer at the Can-Am Wrestling School. So he's pretty much taught Abe Ashton Jackson and everything, and Aiden Prince, everything he knows, and a vicious spine buster there.
Bravo wasting a lot of time here. He had Action Jackson down for the count. I don't think he was going to get up from that spine buster, and now he's wasting time throwing him into the corner. There's times where Bravo can just get a little too caught up on being a jerk, on dealing out too much punishment where he has the victory, he's going to get that extra money, and he just goes for more pain.
But that's what the man lives for. I mean, yeah, victories are great, and they put money in the bank, but come on, being a jerk, it's kind of fun. I like it.
I don't.
I know that.
Bryce Sullivan using his weight to his advantage. That is 297 pounds leaning against Abe. Oh! Michinoku driver out of nowhere, but a bit of a lackadaisical pin. Bryce Sullivan not even hooking a leg. I have a feeling Bravo's going to have a few choice words for him about that after the match. Oh, dropping that 297 pounds, all of his weight down on the chest of Abraham Action Jackson. And another lackadaisical cover.
Well, this is something Johnny Bravo's got to really drill into the head of Bryce Sullivan when he gets back in that corner there. You cannot take these guys lightly. I mean, look at the fight and the resilience. And look at the energy that Aiden Prince, he's just chomping at the bit to get the tag here. If Bryce Sullivan shows any weakness on Abe Action Jackson, that could be the end right there.
See, I think part of the problem is Johnny Bravo has taken Bryce Sullivan under his wing, and he's trying to teach him the ways of the jerk. The problem being, everything he does, Bryce Sullivan sees it and thinks, hey, I can do the same thing. Bravo, when he lets somebody get a little bit of extra time, he's got a reason. It's calculated.
Good night, Abe Action Jackson. What a tandem move there.
Shades of demolition, that decapitation elbow. Abraham Action Jackson able to kick out before the 3 count. As I was saying, Bravo, when he lets somebody get up, there's a reason, there's a method to his madness. Sullivan seems to be lacking that right now, so he's got to be very careful when he lets anybody get back up from something. Aiden Prince again just firing up in that corner, he is ready for action. He's trying desperately, he's reaching, he's fingertips away. And Johnny Bravo, this is exactly what I was talking about. He knows exactly what he was doing. He was letting Abe get that little bit of hope and cutting him off.
He's just toying with Aiden Prince here. He's telling him he's not done humiliating this kid yet. He's not done, as you so proudly said before, being a jerk, being a bit of a bully towards this little Aiden Prince.
Bravo putting Abraham Action Jackson up onto the top turnbuckle. Now this seems like a bad idea. This is not Johnny Bravo's home away from home. This could end up very badly when it comes to Johnny Bravo. And oh no, T-bone suplex off the top. And here we go again with this replay. Action Jackson throwing Bravo into the ring. This is exactly what he needs. Bravo hanging onto the foot, trying to keep Abe away from that corner. He's at fingertips, he's just an inch away. But Bryce Sullivan coming in, and Bryce Sullivan cuts him off.
And that's the end of that little comeback for Abe Action Jackson.
One of these times, though, Abraham Action Jackson is going to make that tag, and it is going to come back to bite Johnny Bravo in the butt. Bryce Sullivan, again, taking his time. He is wasting valuable time. Action Jackson has a bit of a temper on him. The more you hit him in the face like this, the more likely he is that he's going to just let loose, and you're going to lose your head.
Don't anger the fro, I guess is what you're trying to say here.
I'm saying don't mess with my bro with the fro.
There you go. Don't pick on Action Jackson.
Well played. You know, we may not always get along, but that was very well played.
Thank you, sir.
Bryce Sullivan, and see, this is what I was talking about. Jackson firing back, forearm shots to both men, and a sweet kick to the stomach. And there's an enziguri right under the jawline.
But can Action Jackson make that tag? He's going for a
small
cradle
package
pin
but
here. No, sir.
A deadlift suplex from Bryce Sullivan. You know, I may be living to eat my words there, because Bryce Sullivan may have been setting Jackson up there. He truly is learning from the master, Johnny Bravo. He had him there. He knew that Abraham Action Jackson was going to go for that small package, and he set him up for that snap deadlift suplex. Oh, and a sadistic running knee from Bryce Sullivan.
Very good. Watch him, man. The action's in the ring. Don't watch him.
Some directorial words from Johnny Bravo.
Well, he is a man of many talents.
I think this man can do everything on the show. I'm just glad he isn't beating up the sound guy tonight.
Well, he knows where his bread is buttered, so. And Bravo missing the axe handle. Abe so close to the tag, but Bry cutting him off one more time.
And Bravo back in the ring now with a quick tag. And this is going to be the end of the Jackson right here.
And
good night.
These two men have clearly been studying Shades of the Heart Foundation heart attack there. Bravo, though, not going for the pin, going for a choke. And now the referee can't see Bravo choking Abraham Action Jackson again.
Beautiful job by Bravo, putting his body in front of the illegal move. The ref having no idea what's going on. I applaud it. Do it a few more times.
This one's for you guys.
And Bravo with a Samoan drop. Busy jawing with the crowd.
I think he's looking at you. I think he's saying you're next. Just a near miss by Johnny Bravo there. That looked like a 3 to me.
Well, it would have been if Johnny Bravo wouldn't have been lipping me off so much. Granted, I can't really blame him for all the beatings he put on me back at the school.
Well, good to see the money I spent went to what I paid for.
The money you spent, I knew he had a high roller somewhere. Back to the action in the ring. Bryce Sullivan with a belly-to-back suplex, but Abe just kicking out before the count of 3. Prince again in the corner. He is ready for war, but Action Jackson has to make that tag.
Well, see, now this is the problem here. Bryce Sullivan and Bravo, they got to put Jackson away, because if Abe makes that tag, Aiden Prince has been on that apron for got to be a good 10 minutes now. The kid is recharged. The kid is fresh.
The crowd clearly behind Abe Jackson Abraham Action Jackson and Aiden Prince. If Aiden Prince gets in that ring, all bets are off, and Johnny Bravo's head will go with it.
Johnny Bravo now just tormenting and mocking Action Jackson with a slap there. I love it.
Well, he's not going to love it. I'm looking at the look on Abraham Action Jackson's face, and he looks like he is starting to get pissed. Nose to nose with Bry Sullivan. Ducks the line, and a Saito suplex out of nowhere.
How did he get him up for that?
That was all momentum and torque on Abraham Action Jackson's part. This could be it. He could make the tag here, and if he makes this tag, you are going to hear the roof go off this building.
Bravo's got to get
and
over
there it is! In comes Aiden Prince right into Johnny Bravo, and down Bravo goes. Prince looking like he could take on the world. A DDT to Johnny Bravo. And now a wheelbarrow.
Uh-oh. This might
and
cost
pushing
him.
off, and he takes Bry Sullivan right onto Bravo's stomach. He may have hurt himself in the process. Going for the pin, pushing Bry Sullivan out of the way. Bravo still kicks out at 2. He's not down yet. This was the action we were looking for. This is exactly what Prince needs to do. Back up to his feet now. He could take Bry Sullivan right out of the game here.
But how much did that take out of Aiden Prince? How much does he have left in the tank after that move?
Goes for the up and over, and a drop kick to Johnny Bravo. And a Shining Wizard right on the bridge of the nose. I think he broke Bravo's nose there.
Eye for an eye, justice from Aiden Prince as he goes to the top rope now.
Going for the 450, and he nails it. That's got to be it. 1, 2. Bravo kicked out.
Close.
How in the world did Johnny Bravo kick out of that? A Shining Wizard and a 450, and he still manages to sneak out.
Well, he might have kicked out, but he's going to be breathing funny for a few weeks.
A few weeks, try a few months. Tit for tat, nose for nose, and Bravo taking Prince's head off with that clothesline.
Shades of August 2012 as Bravo goes to work on Aiden Prince again.
And a delay neck breaker right onto Bravo's knee. Ooh. And now Prince is being taken apart. All that damage we saw Abraham Action Jackson taking is nothing compared to the beating that Bravo has in mind for Prince. And a quick schoolboy. Bravo was busy arguing with the referee, and it almost cost him the match. And now quickly out of no, Bravo with a quick sit-out power bomb.
You can't argue with a power bomb. Oh, but apparently Jackson thinks he can.
Jackson saving the match for his team. And again with that Saito suplex.
What's
Abraham Action Jackson quickly up to the top rope. This could be it. The big flying elbow. Oh my. That was a greater flying elbow than you'll see on WWE television, ladies and gentlemen.
The Jackson attraction. Impressive.
And now a cannonball off of the apron right through Bry Sullivan. I don't think we're going to see anything from Bry Sullivan after that.
And it's down to this again. Aiden Prince and Johnny Bravo alone in the ring.
Bravo could be setting up. And again that headlock takeover. He has got Prince right where he wants him.
Johnny Bravo showing no mercy again. Just going to work on the face. I can't believe he let up.
But see, if I'm Bravo, I wouldn't have went right back to that because that's that's like taking a vet back to Vietnam. Spinning forearm and a German suplex with the bridge. This could end it. 1, 2, 3. It's over.
Unbelievable.
And Aiden Prince has gotten just an ounce of revenge from Johnny Bravo, but I do not think this is going to be the end of it. They may have gotten the victory in this battle, but Aiden Prince knows that the war is not over.
Well, I am stunned. I am shocked.
I am impressed.
I gotta say I am too. The students take out the teacher and the apprentice as Abe Action Jackson and Aiden Prince get a moniker of revenge tonight against Johnny Bravo and the massive Lawless Bry Sullivan.